Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is
This is Eric.
Today is the 5th of November 2021 and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, our topic today is what do you usually do when you get angry? All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. What do I do when I get angry? I think I have a few solutions. And then before that, I think we can talk about the reason of getting angry. Yeah, for this one, um, I think I don't know whether for you it will be like this. When you are kind of like busy, when you are kind of like stressful, you have maybe facing some challenges uh, or you are busy at doing something, and then you're more easily to get angry. And then for me, it is like that. So uh, and when I was like not so busy, and then I feel like I would be less angry. I would be less likely to be angry. So yeah, this is looking at the reason of getting angry, and uh, yeah, from this, I think I would like to talk about the solutions, and then yeah, firstly, we get angry because like I said, maybe we are stressful, and then we are more likely to be agitated, and then yeah, so instead of like doing uh, something after that, and actually before that, we can have some maybe like preventative methods. uh, try to um, try to have your schedule, and then make it less busy for you. Yeah, I know this is difficult, but I think this is also a way to look at the whole things of getting angry. And then the next one is the list about the solutions after we get angry. And firstly, I think is music. Yeah, music I think is quite easy to get, and then we can just pick up our phone and then to play some music with your with the earphones plug in, and then yeah, I think this is a quick method and also a very easy one. Yeah, so I highly recommend it. Music. Yeah, for music you can also like create a playlist, and then whenever you want to play music, and then you can choose the folder you like, and then basically I play some relaxing music. Yeah, which is there are some musical instruments. Yeah, and then yeah, those are some relaxing music I would like to hear. Yeah, and then the second one is it's also one of the very important, I think. uh, for this one, it is about to leave for a while, and then we get angry because mainly because of somebody do something to us, and then when we realize that we are angry, and then I suggest that we leave for a while, and then at least not continue staying at that place, and then maybe you can just um, ask for an excuse, maybe go to the toilet or what, and then yeah, just leave for a while, and then maybe just 1 or 2 minutes is enough, and then maybe also if it is possible, you can go to the toilet, you can go and wash your face, and then I think this can be effective to cool us down. And sometimes when we like take a bath if possible, or if not possible, like just go to the toilet, wash our face, we'll feel like yeah, we actually can calm down a little. Yeah, and then we're human, and then emotions are the things that um, very natural, and also it comes before our rationality. So I think this is a way can be quite useful, yeah, to deal with that particular moment. And then yeah, this is the second method, and the third one in my list is meditation. Yeah, for this one, of course, it is not that available. It is not that convenient. Let's say if you were in the office, you are working, and then maybe this was not so convenient to do, because meditation takes you if you want to make it short, I think maybe at least you need a few minutes, like 5 minutes, and then for a regular one we need like 10 minutes. So meditations can be a good way, and because when you sit down and then you do meditations, and you must have the awareness that just now you get angry. You must like to think back, to recall what you did. How about your feelings? So yeah, I think this is also a ways to be aware that we get angry because of something, and then when we're aware of it, maybe our rationality will come back, and then we won't do maybe some irrational things. Yeah, and then the next one is yeah, even kind of, to me it is um, it is not it is not that convenient compared to meditation also. It is even need more time, which is to go to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep to me actually is a very good way to deal with many emotional things. Maybe you feel sad, you feel angry, uh, or maybe you feel yeah, I think any kind of feeling you can use sleeping to fix it, because after long sleep, maybe uh, I think not necessarily a very very long sleep, maybe like 45 minutes of sleeping. Yeah, so that could be like to take a nap. Yeah, after we sleep, it seems like to me our brain automatically solve the those emotional things in my brain, and then after I wake up, maybe I at the few first second I couldn't like remember what I encountered before I get to sleep. And of course, after that, we will recall back what happened. But I think the agitated feeling isn't there anymore. Yeah, to me, mostly it's like that. When I was angry after I maybe after a night, after sleep, and I wake up, I still remember the thing, but I wasn't so angry anymore. Yep, and then so this is a good method to me. The next one is the fifth one, which is to tell your friend. And then for this one, I I think if it is possible, you can actually choose your friend, which is not so close one, uh, because to me, I would be like this. If this is a person very close to me, let's say it's a family member, or it's a very very close friend, or it's my, let's say, my girlfriend, something like that, and then because they are too close to me, and maybe I will like when talk about the things that I get angry, um, I will like spread the negative emotions to them, and mostly that will also affect them, and then so I think this is not so good, and maybe we can try to choose some of our friends we're not so close to. Why? Because usually when we talk to the friends that we are not so close to, we will like speaking more politely, we will respect the other, and then we'll control a little bit. We won't go too far, and So I think this is a good way to like speak it out, and then also before you speak out to, something to someone, I believe that you will think like, oh, whether this is a thing that I should tell, whether the whole incident is because of my is actually uh, at my fault. Yeah, so you will like to analyze the things, and then maybe you found that, oh, this is also I have the responsibility, or maybe also I am responsible for this particular thing. Yeah, maybe partially. So after you after you analyze and before you tell your friends, I think that is actually a good way to look at these whole things, and then maybe you will like uh, not not affected by your emotions so much. Yeah, and if you still think this can be told to your friend, then just do it. And yeah, I think sometimes speak out something, just like speak it out will also be a good way, instead of just keep all those uh, uh, anger in your mind. Yep, and then the next, which is also the last in my list, is to write it down. For this one, we can do it like the end of the day, uh, when we want to record something in our journal. Write it down. We can write the positive things about the incident, even though it got you angry, maybe during the day. But you still can like write from the other way, and then what you learn from it, and then or maybe uh, h- um, it kind of like make you learn from it. Yeah, something like that. And then whatever, just write the positive side of the whole incident, and then by doing that, you focus on the good things also, instead of just think that this is a bad thing, this made me angry. Yeah, I think this is also a good way. Yeah, but it seems like couldn't be done at that particular moment. So in conclusion, I think the second solution in my list, which is to leave for a while to avoid the person that gets you angry, and then to go to wash your face, is a very effective and a practical method. Yeah, so these are my sharings today.
Mm. Okay. I had three methods, and uh, two of them is quite similar to yours. And I talk about the most common one. Okay, the most common one is I usually do, which is when I get angry or I get annoyed, and uh, I will silence, and then I will keep quiet, and I will just like do my own things and stay alone. Try to stay alone. Yeah, yeah. And at that time in my mind is kind of like high speed running, keep thinking a lot of things. Yeah.
Mm,
But normally it's like the negative thinking. Yeah. Uh, but after a while, uh, yeah, after a while, it will start to cool down and shift from the negative thinking to the analyzing
mm,
analyzing mode. Yeah, which is uh like why so it's something like from the problem shift to the solution. Yeah, how to solve this task, how to prevent this next time, like that.
mm,
Yeah, and yeah, and also sometimes I will just do nothing and lay and lay on the bed. Yeah, just kind of like uh uh just mm, I cannot say relax, okay, but
mm,
because my brain is still keep thinking a lot of things. Yeah, but it is just do nothing. and also redundance of doing anything. Yeah, but after a while, you will get up and start to do the thing. And sometimes I will just focus on one thing. For example, if I'm cooking, and I will just focus on cooking. If I'm doing other thing, I will just focus on doing other thing. Yeah. So this is the most common one. And next I talk about the most effective one. Okay. But these most effective ones, I have to admit that this is not the most common method I use to deal with my feeling, to deal with my annoying. And because at the current moment I couldn't think in this way. And also I'm not sure at that current moment whether I kind of like force myself to shift the rational thinking to the to shift the emotional thinking to rational thinking, whether it works or not. Yeah. Yeah. So this method is, for example, like this. You try to think, is the problem can be solved by using money? And how much money will you need in order to solve the problem?
Okay.
So for example, let's say
yeah, if somebody broke my laptop.
yeah. There could be one of the example. And for example, if somebody break your laptop, and maybe you didn't back up, maybe you didn't back up the data, the folder, and yeah, and you may feel angry on somebody's because they not only cause you need to spend additional money to repair the laptop, and you risk, and you have the risk that you couldn't recover all the data. Yeah. And and so you can think like that, why you didn't pick up the data? Because it need additional device, for example, a pen drive, for example, a hard disk. Yeah. And why you didn't buy that? Because it costs money. And yeah, of course, if you have a hard disk, if you have a pen drive, you still need to back up it regularly. And how about for some other solution, which is how about the cloud? Yeah, maybe you subscribe some service, they can automatically help you to sync the data to the cloud, so you don't need to do the backup. When you connect to internet, the laptop will automatically help you to back up data. This also could be one of the things. And how about the laptop? Yeah, it costs you time, it costs you money to repair it. And how much do you need? Yeah. For example, 200 ringgit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel angry because of this 200 ringgit. Yeah. So it's something like that. And for some other example, actually, we will feel angry on some small thing. Yeah. And but the feeling is very strong, and it actually can be solved by money. For example, just a few ringgit, or maybe like 10 or 20 ringgit, it can solve the problem. Let's say, for example, you feel annoyed because let's say you bought something from online, from online. Let's say for example, you bought okay, let's say you bought a plastic box, plastic container, and when it arrived your your house, your location, and then you unpack and you see the plastic container is broken. Yeah. So you feel annoyed, you feel angry because you spend the money and then you wait for so long time, and then when you receive the product, it is broken. It's broken
Yeah.
one. You cannot use anymore, and you actually planned have plans uh have planned for the schedule that for example you know that you need the plastic box in order to fill something. Yeah. And then you buy it uh, let's say 1 week in advance, but now it actually broke all your plans because the plastic ball is broken and you couldn't use anymore. And then now your plan need to delay. And then and and how much money do you need in order to solve this problem? Immediately, just go out some retail store and buy a plastic container, right? And
Yep.
how much it will cost? Yeah, maybe less than 50 ringgit. Yeah, so this is how this is the perspective. Try to think, is the thing can be solved by money, and how much money you need in order to solve the problem. Yeah, so you kind of like you quantify the feeling, the emotion in terms of money. How how much money does it worth for this emotion? Yeah, you angry for how much money?
Yep.
Yeah. For example, if you're angry for a million, yeah. So, in that case, you feel okay. Yeah, you feel okay because it's a million. But if you're angry, you feel very angry just because of few dollar, and you feel this is unbelievable, and you start to shift your focus. Yeah, you feel less angry.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is one of the methods, but for me it couldn't well apply when I feel angry. Yeah. It may after let's say after a few couple of minutes, and I can start to think in this way. And the third method is share. Yeah, share to somebody, and write down. Yeah, yeah, just write down. You can write anything. You can write the negative emotions. You also can write why they did like that. For example, for example somebody make you angry. You can also write like why somebody did this on me. And yeah, so the key is not only focus about the negative emotion, but uh also include the analyzing. Yeah, try to analyze the whole incident. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. So yeah, this is my sharing for today.
Yep. And then actually, I don't know. I forgot where I saw there is an article talking about kind of like a method. I'm not sure whether it's also called the cognitive therapy. One of the method to do that is to write down the incident, to write down what happened. Just write down, and then it seems like the kind of the psychiatrist will ask you to write down the things again, again, and again until uh, you didn't feel so affected by the incident. You won't be so overwhelmed, and it seems like after you write down many times, your feeling will change. Your feelings towards these incidents will change.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then yeah, just now like to calculate the loss, and then in the example of laptop, and yeah, also the first just now you say that maybe we need to reflect why we didn't do backup. Yeah, I think this part can also be identified. I mean, that this awareness when I in my method to tell a friend. Before do that, basically I will like to analyze the things, and then when I tell somebody, I will like to see whether I got wrong. Also, I did something not so right. Also, so that I will update. I will know it. Yeah. So I think before telling friends, I will think like, yeah, maybe this is also my fault because I didn't back up. So if I tell my friend, maybe my friend will also say that this is my wrong. So yeah, I think this is something can be fine if also we choose to tell our friends. And yeah, of course we tell our friends uh, more or less we want to like prove that we are the correct one, we are the person who are victims, and then so we will think we will think something before telling people. Yeah, so I think this is quite interesting, and uh, can bring us to the awareness that whether the responsibility is also related to us. Yeah, and also uh, to calculate the loss. Yeah, I think this is yeah, actually quite a good method. Yeah, to because maybe if we didn't do that, in our mind we feel like uh we lose something, but we didn't think how much we lose. Maybe it could be like a feeling of the I forgot the term. Is it something like the loss aversion or what? Mm, yeah, the feeling like even though you just lost a little, but you just don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, and
yep.
also the money can convert into time, or the time can convert into the money. For example, you are rushing and you feel angry, you feel annoyed,
Mm,
and you also don't like to, let's say for example you are in the traffic jam.
yeah.
Let's say you are in the traffic jam, and you need to on one place at a specific time. For example, you have an appointment, you have a meeting. Yeah, and but you are yeah but you're stuck in the traffic, so you feel annoyed, you feel angry,
Mm,
and then but uh but how much money or how much time you actually need in order to solve this problem?
do you mean
Maybe,
like a few minutes earlier if we go out, then we
yeah,
can solve this problem?
yeah, maybe
Mm,
this is one of them. Or maybe before you go out, you spend a few minutes to check the route first.
mm,
Mm.
yep.
Because now, like, the Google Map also can point out uh the the traffic jam.
Mm,
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah.
and also you also you also can use the Google Map to check how much time you need in order to like reach a place. And
Mm,
then let's say it need 30 minutes. Yeah, it already includes calculate the traffic jam. So you need 30 minutes. But now actually you just have 20 minutes need to go to the place. Yeah, of course you you don't have enough time. Yeah, this of course. And
mm,
but so try to think another way, which is if you can spare out 10 more minutes, 10 plus minutes, and you go out earlier, and you won't miss the meeting. Yeah, you can reach the
mm,
place on time. Yeah,
yep.
and but why you cannot you don't have the 10 minutes? Yeah, why in this morning you don't have the 10 minutes?
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is also one of the consideration, and you can extend it further. For example, how can I save 10 more minutes in the morning,
Mm.
and how much money do I need to replace it? Yeah, to spend in order to kind of like uh to let me have 10 more minutes. Yeah, and then you
Mm.
can link back to the money, and maybe it costs you 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit, 200 ringgit. Yeah, and then you compare this, with your feeling.
Mm.
Mm.
Yep.
Or for example, you can get up earlier. You set your alarm. You set your alarms 10
Mm.
more minutes earlier, and it can solve the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yep.
Okay, so anything else want to add in?
Yeah, just a little bit about the time.
Mm.
Also, I watched a video and it actually gave me an awareness that uh, actually sometimes, but for me, it's usually I uh, underestimate the time that I need to complete some task. So actually, in that video, it recommend an application, which the name is, let me see in my phone, is Toggle Tracked. It's like to track your to track your uh, how much time you spend on particular task. For example, uh, if somebody asks you how long you need to take your shower, yeah, and then maybe you say like 5 minutes, or maybe you say less than 10 minutes. But how about if you can use the apps before you go to take the shower? You can click start, and then when you come back and then you click again, it will record uh, as this is the time that you take shower. And
Mm.
then more or less you found that actually maybe you say 5 minutes when you go out, actually you spend like 7 minutes,
Mm.
8 minutes, and maybe if you think you need only like 10 minutes, and but after that maybe you did it and you found that, oh, maybe you spend more than 10 minutes. So
Mm.
this can be done for many tasks in your daily routine. For example, also like how much time you spend to go to work. Yeah, maybe sometimes for me I think like, oh, maybe I need 15 minutes, but actually it's not 15 minutes, it's more than that. And also like include the time that I go out from my house. Maybe I take my water bottle, I take my shoes and wear it, and yeah, it's more than 15 minutes. So that's also one of the reasons that sometimes we keep finding that why in the last minutes I was so rushing. Yeah, actually you need more times, and we just didn't we just were not aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is also this is also very good solution. For example, the 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 time you need, the time you take for shower, and the time for you for having breakfast, to fill water into your water bottle, and to
Mm,
wear the shoe, all these things, to dressing. And so some of the routine tasks you just need to record once. Yeah, you just need to record one time.
mm,
And because you do it every day, so if you didn't get disrupted, if you didn't get disrupted by anyone when you're doing the task, and the time variance is very little.
mm,
and and then you also can kind of like combine together. For example, let's say I every day I wake up in like 5:43 a.m., and then I will feel some rice, and then I will sometime I will wash some spoons, and then I come back. And then I will also go to brush my teeth,
mm,
have pee, and after I come back, the time normally is 6 a.m.
mm.
to 6:05 a.m. And
Yeah.
at this time, I start to do exercise. Yeah, spend around 10 minutes, and Yeah, so I start the English conversation. Yeah,
Mm.
so you can estimate the time. Yeah, and for example, before I going out, after I end the English conversations, and for example, normally I need like around at least I would say at least 40 minutes to take shower, to have my to have my breakfast and dressing, and then go out to work. Yeah,
Mm.
so I need to spare around 40 minutes. Yeah, uh, before I take shower after I have English conversation. Yeah,
Mm.
so uh, once you have record down the time, and then you can prevent the negative emotion in advance, just like uh, your first point, which is record down. But this is a record down how to prevent uh the 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 same feeling happen again.
Mm.
Yeah, and you also mentioned about schedule. Yeah, but yeah, schedule also required the time recording.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the time record, and when you have the time record on routine tasks, you also can plan for your habits, just like the uh habit
Scorecard.
tracking. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, habit scorecard, and then you can arrange it. Yeah, you can arrange you can rearrange your daily habits.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yep.
sometimes your habit fail is because you don't have time. You don't have time in uh let's say in the morning. Yeah, so you can't actually change your habit effectively because you are rushing.
Mm.
Mm. And
Yep.
then if you have the time report, and then you'll know, yeah, if I stack these habits in the morning, whether I'm able to do this. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, that's all for my talking.
Mm. Yeah, me too.
Okay, so that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake being made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.